Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I'm glad you're here, whether you are a new viewer or you're returning to me. I appreciate the time you're taking out of your day to spend some time with me. Now, let me put a full disclaimer. Today is Sunday. You'll see this tomorrow, Monday. We are in the winter storm. I am in South Carolina, so mainly we have ice. We had some snow flurries today, but mainly it's ice. And what you see right here is me not being able to get a shower because it has not gone above freezing. And I cannot take a shower currently in my shower if the temps are below freezing. It's just a sad fact. I have some work to do on my shower because it drains down underneath my house onto my pipes and it will rupture them and all this other good stuff. So, and if you know anything about me, I have been out of commission lately, so it is getting better, but it's not well enough for me to fix my plumbing or replace my shower. That's the biggest part. It's the pan in my shower that's cracked, and so it's leaking down. Anyway, probably more than you wanted to know. But if you're still here after hearing all that non-essential crafting information, I'm glad. Thank you. Today, it's 4 o'clock, y'all. And I really honestly waited as long as I could. It was supposed to be up to 40, 42 degrees by 4 p.m. So I thought, okay, well, that gives me time enough to shower, to let my hair dry a little bit, and then proceed to start filming while it was still daylight. As you can see, I have a supplemental light over here that I probably will have to use another one because I'm losing light fast. But it is what it is. I'm trying to roll with it. I just feel really grungy and grimy. So, another thing is I only got a little bit of crocheting and knitting done this week. Not very much, unfortunately. It's been a whole lot of stuff with my husband and my grandson, so I did start to do a third block, okay? Unfortunately, I have not finished it. It still needs a round of white. And see, I even had, in the picture, I had all three of them together because this is my third one. So I still need to do, this white. Oops, sorry. Sometimes the left hand is still not listening to me. But I still have to do this white round on this one. And that will be number 3. And I have decided to wait until I'm done with all 6 panels. If I have enough of that, this deep sea teal. If I have enough to do 6, I'm going to do 6. If I don't, I'm probably only going to do 4. I apologize. This sparkling ice, y'all, it'll get me every time. But I wanted tea, but I ran out of time to fix some before filming. Because with this window unit in my, and I still have it in here because y'all know what? I'm in the South. One day it might be 40 degrees. The next it's probably going to be 90. So I leave my window unit in this room. But that means this room is a little bit cooler. The rest of my house is fine. I've only had to do 1 class of tea today. But I knew I was going to be coming here, and I was like, oh, I need to make me some tea because it's cool in my workroom. Well, I didn't. Now, if you are new here, this square is a pattern. It's part of an Elements cowl. And if it's a purchase, you can find the entire, because this is only a very small portion of an entire blanket. This is all that appealed to me when I found this back in 2017. and I'm doing a different colorway this time. But because before I used an ombre selection of blues, which I loved. But I'm digging these colors too, and I think I have an idea for a new colorway, so I might end up doing this again. And if y'all are interested, my daughter-in-law gave me this idea, but I told her I don't know if anybody would be interested. Would y'all, on the next one, because I do plan on doing another one with a different colorway, would y'all be interested in a crochet-along to do this square and make it into a blanket? If I get enough interest, I will make it a crochet-along, and each week we can do a certain thing, and y'all tell me if you would be interested in doing that. I would be thrilled to move forward with that. But anyway, the crochet, this Elements cowl, if you want the free tutorial, and don't need a actual physical pattern to follow, it's all in a nutshell on here on YouTube. I will link her channel with the very first portion, because I only use 2 parts of the cowl. I use the very first portion for the center, and then when you kind of go offset and start changing your corner location, because see, originally this is your corner, and then it turns into this is your corner. So from here, from the white up is a second part. It's part 2. I will link part 1 down below, and you can grab, actually I will link both parts down below in the description if you want to. And if you do want to do a crochet along, I will be finished with these hopefully soon. And what about if we do it March? Because I'm about to get into my growing season and I have to start all my seeds and stuff indoors. So that will probably take up most of February in my extra time, other than the stuff that I naturally have going for the channel. So what do you think about a crochet along with this square as part 1 and 2 for March? Let me know. I'm excited to get this done, because right now this is the Stashbusting 2026. So this is, I'm well on my, oh, that's one thing I forgot to do when I was with y'all the other day. I told you I had my scale out, and I forgot to weigh this puppy. So we're going to fold it in half. Actually, I'm going to have to fold it in 4ths. That's the one I've already steamed. I'm not doing that. So let me do the one I haven't steamed yet, so I don't mind folding it up. All right, so I'm going to go to grams, because the Stashbusting 2026 challenge is I need to do 2026 grams in crochet stuff and 2026 grams in knit stuff. So, oh, that's going to have to, I'm going to have to, All right, you know what? I need something to put on top of it. Hang tight. I'm going to use Beth Ann's box. So forgive me, Beth Ann, for using your box as a thing here. Let me zero it out. Hang tight. I'm steadily hitting the wrong things. Today's one of those days, y'all. I'm not going to lie to you. Today is just one of those days. All right. So this is 195 grams as it is now. And I still have not finished and have one more round of this square to go. And then I'll do a joining round. So what did I say it was? 195, 196. I don't, like I said, it's one of those days. Okay. Keep saying 195. All right, so 195. Let me see here. If I do, okay, where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? There it is. Yeah, I lose this mouse like none other. Alright, so 195, and I don't want to try to calculate in my head today because I'm too exhausted. Alright, so, alright, why did I think that I was, because I thought that if I used all of each one, that I would do, well, I mean, why did I do that? I could have just rounded up 200 times 6, and that's 1,200. It's 1,170. So, y'all, I'm not kidding. I see icicles hanging off my satellite dish, off my shepherd's hook, even off my wind chimes. Ice is everywhere. I tried to walk outside to feed my little stray kitty that I have outside. He's not my kitty. He just comes and goes, you know. But every time he does come, he's a big tomcat, so I feed him so that he don't spray around my house. Bob is a sweetheart. But anyway, I went outside to give him a little food because he would come up on the porch meowing. And I thought, oh, it's not done anything. Because it didn't look like there was nothing on my porch, nothing on the grill that's on the porch. The truck didn't look, you know, like it had gotten snowed on or iced on. And I stepped out on that front porch mat, and my foot was slipping. So the cat got fed right there at my front door. I know, don't judge me, but I break really, really easy. So I was not going to even attempt to walk across my porch, down my ramp, to where I normally feed him underneath my carport. Wasn't even going to try it. And I can see the pine needles of all the trees. They're white and droopy. So if we don't lose power, we shouldn't, because, like I said, it was supposed to get to around 40 degrees about 4 or 5 o'clock. And since I looked at my weather app and it's saying now 7 or 8 p.m., it still should warm up to where all this goes good and gone. But the question is it going to stay above freezing enough not to refreeze? You know. So I don't think we'll lose power. If we do, we have a generator that will keep my freezer and my refrigerator cold. And we have a few gas cans that have gas in them, so we should be all right. But I don't really foresee any of that happening. That's why I didn't freak out and do anything. Because, I mean, we're equipped for this. Helene taught us one thing. Since we are out in the country, I am on well water. I cannot have water if I don't have power. So I had to have a source of power. I have a stand-up freezer and I have my refrigerator freezer. So, I mean, fridge-freezer combo. So both of those things need power. And then my pump needs power for my my water. But anyway, so hopefully I will be able to get me a shower in the morning. Cross your fingers for me because I feel grody. Grody. Alright, so that's it for my Stashbusting 2026 crochet. Wednesday, I should have more of my cast on, my 12 cast ons for 2026. That should be coming out Wednesday, I think. Yes, next the 28th. Should I change my Thursdays to Friday? Would y'all like that better? I mean, at first I wasn't going to do that because I watch Kelsey and over at Passionate Kelsey, and hers is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I didn't want to intrude if y'all watch her, I didn't want to intrude on your time of watching her. But mine are released at 7 a.m. She doesn't release normally till, well, 7 a.m. Eastern time. She doesn't normally release hers until 12 or 1 Eastern time. I know she's not Eastern time. She's over in Missouri, but when her videos come out for me. So that is a good 5 to 6 hour gap. If y'all are cool with that, I might change it to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Because sometimes it's kind of hard, unless I pre-record my Wednesday video, then I have to record Tuesday and Wednesday for Wednesday and Thursday. So I would love to have a little bit of a gap in there, you know, if y'all are cool with that. If not, I can keep recording my Wednesday 12 Cast Stones 2026 stuff ahead of time. I don't mind doing that if y'all would rather me keep it Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. But if you're cool with doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, leave me a comment down below. Let me know either which way. I would greatly appreciate it. I must have hit my remote because my TV's on behind y'all, and I'm being entertained by beautiful little photos flipping through on my TV. Couldn't spit my words out. So I have an idea. Now that's all my yarn. If that's all y'all are here for, thank you. I appreciate you. I will show you more Wednesday. It'll be the knit version, but I'll show you more. All right. Oh, and I'm going to put I think I'm going to put a poll up. I hear my kitties trying to get in. Minnie. All right. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I haven't left y'all. A kitty just wants in. Come on, baby. Minnie. Minnie. Hey, baby. Come on. Tippy. Do you want in too, Tippy? Come on, Tippy. All right, Maya. You got to stay out if I have the kitties in here. All right, guys. I'm coming back. I promise. They wanted to come in here. They always have to come in where I'm at. I was not going to... Hopefully they won't tear apart my room. I have little pieces of paper to entertain them while they're in here if they're not on me. But now I done forgot what I was saying. Oh! Sorry. So, I have an idea. Oh, well, hold on. The last thing I was saying is I think I'm gonna put a poll down in the post thing. I had it why I was gonna put a post down. Oh, I want to know more about who watches me, and I know a lot of you, well, I know at least two handfuls of you. Kind of on more of a personal level, but for the most of my viewers, I don't know what your main hobby is, whether it's crochet, whether it's knit, whether it's sewing. So if y'all could, I know some of y'all are all three, just like me, but what is the one thing that draws you in the most? Because I was actually thinking maybe I could have a crochet day, a knit day, and a sewing day in my weeks. It doesn't always have to be structured like that, but I want to try to cover enough things and haul videos. I know people love haul videos. The numbers actually show me that, which my numbers, you know, I try not to let them upset me. But they're not huge numbers anymore, so, you know, it is what it is. My views part, you know. But, Minnie, come here, baby. They're just wandering around. But I thought they were going to come up here and say, hey, so that y'all could see them. But they're growing so stinking big. It's kind of hard for them to fit on my lap unless they curl up into little balls. But anyway, so haul videos, I don't know. There might be at least one a month. I do have a road trip planned to my wholesale supplier for fabric in February. So I don't know if I can film in there. I'm going to contact them and ask them. They probably won't want me to. So I may only get a couple little clips, not like a full blown video. Or maybe just pictures and do a, show you that way. But if there's any fabric that you want me to look for, I'm already going to be looking for Deborah, some black spider fabric, some spinning type fabric to show, spiders spinning their webs and stuff. And Kim Meyer, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. I haven't forgot you and pigs. I promise I will check. I did have, I don't know if you're still watching me at this point, but I did have a video where I found some pig fabric. So if you are here and you're watching this, let me know between now and right before Valentine's Day. So if y'all do want something special, hey baby, hey meanie, Tippy, you're gonna get the light off on you. Hey baby, Tippy, come here. Not on Mama's laptop. All right, hold on. She's being crazy. See that mitten? Okay, yep, nope. She ain't having any of that. And this big boy right here is Tippy, and she jumps back down. Oh. They're playing, she found my bottle cap. Anyway, come here, Tippy. Oh, nope, he's going with his sister. They're very entertaining, that's for sure. But I am going to have some orders. There's a few yarns that I want to try. One is a linen yarn. Ow, that was attached. My hair is everywhere because all the static. But there is a linen yarn that I want to try. I don't know if I can find it here in the U.S. though. I can find a linen blend, a linen cotton blend from Lions brand, and I may order some of that to give it a shot to see kind of how that works, because I want a summer top in addition to all the 12 cast on tops that I'm going to make. I'm going to pick my favorite pattern after making those and try to make a beautiful linen top, because I know linen is horrible to knit with originally, but once you wash it a few times and you wear it, it just gets softer and softer with age. So I want to try that. I probably will try the Lions brand cotton linen blend first. I have screenshots of the one I was looking at. I think the one I'm looking at is a cotton linen and bamboo blend, because I think one of the Lion brand blends was a lot of the reviews saying it was pilling. I don't want a whole lot of pilling in my top, because if it is going to work out well, I wear this quite often. And this is that KC hand dyed that I'm doing, like, well, I did cyan swirl. I'm doing cyan swirl on the 12 for 12 cast ons for 26. The Cable Strata tee. Oh, Cheesy Pete, are you okay, buddy? Hold on, buddy. Mama's got you. Mama's got you. Oh, are you okay? His claw got hung in my shirt and he fell. Okay. There you go, buddy. They're crazy, I tell you. But I couldn't be happier. I love the fact that I have them. But anyway, this cotton has yet to peel. And I've washed this thing in the washer and dryer probably about 10, 11 times. I wear it a couple times because it is cotton. It doesn't... I haven't worn it working outside, but I've worn it, you know, during the summer, and it was not as... It didn't get nasty or anything, so I wore it a couple times, and then I would wash it. And then no more than 2 times because I am in the South. All right. Tippy, he's getting on my laptop, and I got to close it because otherwise he will have things pulled up everywhere. But anyway, trying to... Tippy. No. Tip. No. Do you want to get back there with your sister, please? Come on. Come on. You can get down here. Here. Get over there. Get over there. Oh. Well, I was getting you back there with your sister, but I didn't know she was changing positions. There. Bye. Anyway. I don't think I'm going to be able to let them in here many times because I'm so discombobulated anyway, and they're making it worse. So, the cotton linen blend, I want it to wear like this. I don't have to worry about pilling with this, so I kind of want the same thing with my linen, either my linen, because the one I want to try is a full, complete 100% linen. And I watched this knitter out of the UK, and I love, for one, her voice is just so soothing to me. But I love watching her stuff, and she made this, and I loved the drape that she had when she made this top, and it looks like it's a very forgiving type fabric. She was very unhappy with her stitches, how uneven they looked. But then when she blocked it, it smoothed every stupid stitch out to beautiful proportions. So those, I know Lion Brand is going to be one. But I can't remember which blend it was that didn't peel. So I'm going to be getting me some of that. There's a Hobie yarn that I want to get, but I'm waiting to see, you know, because every week they do a live, and a lot of times they'll put things on special that show up in that live. So I'm waiting on mine to come into play for that, because it's basically one of those unspun yarns. It's like 4 threads together, and they do ombre colors. Oh. I have a couple cakes like that, but there's one in particular. There's this rainbow colored cake that I want so bad. So I'm kind of waiting on that. And then there's a couple more yarns that I wanted to give a shot. I really wanted to like the Bella Coco yarn. I'm just not a big fan of it yet. So maybe I'm hoping that it'll grow on me. But I think that was it from Hobie. I know there's some Premier yarns that I want to try. I can't think of them off the top of my head. I'll have to look back at their website. But anyway, so there will be haul videos. There's going to be knitting videos. There's going to be crochet videos, obviously. And I have thought about taking y'all along on a couple little side excursions that I want to try with my sewing. I'm still working on totes and project bags as they come in, the orders. But I want to have a better selection of sewn items on my website as well. Like I have the keychains, I have the I have the keychains, I have the project bags, and I have introduced the totes, I think. Have I put the totes on there, y'all? I know I was going to, but in my memory, I can't say 100% whether I did or didn't. Let's see. Yes, I did put my totes up there. Okay, so I want to try a couple different things, and I have some sewing that I'm going to be doing because I have 2 great nephews coming. 2 more great nephews. I have one great nephew, Zay, who usually would call me. He would switch between Aunt Lynn and Grandma because of Brantley, because of him being hanging out with my grandson. Now, he's about to get a brother. And then my oldest brother's son, my nephew, up in Indiana, hi, baby. Hi. Hey, Dippy. He's about to have a little boy right around the time of my grandson's birthday, so I'm excited. But I'm thinking, I don't know with my niece that I already have a great nephew from. I don't know. Ow! Oh, Jeezy Pete. Ow! Oh, Jesus. This is why I have scratches everywhere. Good golly, Miss Molly. What was I saying? Oh. I want to make, I haven't even made my quilt that I want to make out of my beautiful butterflies. And what I need to do, and my mind is all over the place, I need to write out the quilts and stuff that I want to make. And maybe I can cut everything out for each quilt and then work on some so much along. I think I bit off more than I can chew right now. I'm going to be real with you. I think I did. Because I have the knitting stuff going for 12 cast stones for 2026. And I'm still in January, so I don't know why I'm putting all this pressure on myself. I have 12 months to do those things. As long as I get them cast stone in the next 6 days, I'm golden. And I only have 2 more things to cast stone, so I should be fine. But anyway, it's casting those on that was frustrating. And I did try the crochet cast on. Not a fan of it. It doesn't feel natural to me, and I'm trying to hold too much in my left hand. It's easier for me to position my fingers in the way it needs to do and just hold them there. So I think I'm going to stick with that. But I appreciate the suggestions. I did try it. I honestly did. But as far as biting off more than I can chew, I have a May deadline if I want to do that quilt. So that definitely has to get cut. I don't think it would take me that long once I got started on it, but I haven't even decided on a pattern. I do have a color theme that I want to do it. Like with my grandson, I crocheted a chevron blanket. Actually, I did 2 blankets in this colorway for him. I did one out of blanket yarn and then one out of regular acrylic yarn in gray, aqua, and light aqua and white. So I wanted to try, and I talked to my nephew, and I said, do you have any themes? Do you have any colors? And he showed me the baby's nursery, and it was gray, and then he had gray walls, and then on the baby carrier that you put in the car, it had gray, white, and aqua. And I'm like, okay, so that color theme would be okay with you. He said that would be perfect. So I thought, why not make him a quilt? My niece-in-law, I don't even know if you can call him that, but his wife, my niece-in-law, I don't have her number, so I haven't reached out to her, but I've been talking to my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, and I want to make sure that I don't impede on what she's doing, because she's a grandma, and I don't want to, she doesn't sew, so I think I'm okay with that, doing the quilt, because I was going to crochet something, but she crochets, so I don't want to step on her toes. So I think I'm going to stick with the quilt idea. But I do want to get started on my butterfly quilt too. So I'm kind of, you know, maybe if I go ahead and do my great nephew quilt, baby quilt, it'll open me up to be able to say, okay, I don't have anything in my head that I have to do quilt wise. I have plenty of sewing things that I need to do, but I can focus a little bit like that. And if I'm all over the place more than usual today, I am sorry. I woke up with a headache and it's not, pardon me, it has not eased off. I took Motrin this morning. I took Excedrin. Normally Excedrin can kind of take care of the business, but it just was not doing it today. And I think some of it's the weather. But anyway, so I'm going to get off here. I'm going to round up kitties. I got this one right here who's about to jump back up. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. There you go. Good boy. And Minnie is behind my TV, which makes me extremely nervous. So I have to get off here and get her. But I hope you have a great one. I hope that if you experienced, which most of the U.S. experienced some form of this storm or another. Some got it horrendously, and we got mild. I think the only people that really wasn't affected was Florida. I think they got out unscathed. Maybe. If you're from Florida and you say differently, let me know. But I hope that this finds you well, this finds you warm, and if you don't have power, I hope you have a way to keep yourself warm, or you have generators, or you have somewhere to go that possibly shelters and stuff that may have something. Whatever the case may be, I hope you find some little bit of joy, even in the midst of all the nasty weather. I hope something brings you a little bit of joy today. On that note, I'm going to round up my kitties, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.